This is Lee from The Inquirer, and I'm at Intel's Future Showcase event in London today, and we're looking at the floating display. So the floating display is a proof of concept using RealSense technology to show how holographic displays might be used in a kiosk. Could you talk us through some of the technology, please, and how it works, and how we might see it in the real world?
Sure. What we've got here is a display that's coming up through this special piece of glass which collects all of the light in one place. So it gives us the understanding that the image is floating in the air, as you can see. And we've added the depth camera at the back using RealSense technology, so that can read your fingers and you can then interact with the display like this. It's like you're touching in the air, and if you look from the side, then no one else can see what I'm doing because the light is coming towards me here. But for me, it's very real. This fruit is here. I can touch it. I can swipe it. If I hold down here, I can draw. It's got all of my fingertips with smoke coming out. Another example here is a game where you can time yourself to get rid of all the tiles, and this really shows how quick and responsive it is, and accurate. I'll say that.
You show from the side here that is actually you're pressing thin air for you. You're actually activating the display. So this is used through works via the camera and special mirrors.
Yeah, it's a combination of 3D display and 3D input. So we take the display, it gives us this impression that it's floating in the air, and then we take the 3D input, which is the camera, and that gives us a whole 3D experience. And it means it's pretty useful for example, if you don't want to touch something, you've got the air, and there's a security consideration. As you notice when you walk around the side, you couldn't see what I was seeing, so if I wanted to type in a pin, it could scramble up, and I could just type in the numbers and no one would know what I'm doing.
So where we're likely to see this, if it's going to come into the real world, what kind of environment?
I think common examples would be for a kiosk. If you wanted to look at a map, I showed you earlier how nice it is to scroll information visually like this. In retail environments, if you wanted to look for information, it stands out, it's quite interactive.
Great.
Just a nice new way of showing information and letting you interact with it.
Cool, that's great, thank you very much.